So, quite a few persons have been saying that CWI need to sack Coach Phil Simmons and appoint one of the recently retired youngsters. We're going to talk about it, my viewers and subscribers.
This I wanna nail sports to the phone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
I was going through some stuff yesterday and I came up on an article that I actually saw a few months ago, all the way back to when we were knocked out of the last T20 World Cup. Dwayne Bravo did an interview and he spoke about picking up the coaching role and giving back to West Indies cricket. So I know this interview was done quite a while ago, but because I see the cries coming in so hard for Coach Phil Simmons to go, I am just going to zoom in on this, my viewers and subscribers, and ask the question. Do you guys believe that CWI need to focus on one of the youngsters? Say, for example, a Dwayne Bravo, a Chris Gale, a Pollard, or one of these guys. I know some persons are saying they need to get these guys as mentors, but some people are pointing in the direction of people like Brendan McCallum, Jonathan Trott, and these guys that recently left the game and has taken up coaching roles. Mind you, my viewers and subscribers, when it comes on to coaching, you would have had to get yourself qualified as it relates to certain levels, right? You would have to climb up on the where ICC ranking is concerned. You have to make sure that you are qualified. So it's not about having played the game and having dominated the game. You have to make sure that you would have done your coaching badge. So we're going to just rewind to that interview that was done by Dwayne Bravo. You understand? And as I said, this was all the way back in when we had the World Cup. I think it could have been around about November or somewhere thereabout, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so the headline says, would love to take up coaching role someday. You will definitely see me involved, says Dwayne Bravo. Now, remember, guys, when I am sharing this story, it's going to be all the way back from the last World Cup, so it's not current. I am just trying to bring across the point that should West Indies look to continue with the experience of the senior people, like a Coach Phil Simmons or an overseas senior coach, or should they invest in a young coach, similarly to what England is doing with Brendan McCallum? Now it says former West Indies all-rounder Dwayne Bravo has said that he would love to take up the coaching role someday in order to give back to the game, which has given him everything. Right? The article continues and it says, so the article is covering the interview. Bravo played his last international game on Saturday, which would have been the final T20 game against Australia, my peeps. So remember, it's a couple months ago, right? They said the 38-year-old registered an 8-wicket win at the rewind and all of that, my peeps. So fast forward into the point where Bravo spoke about the coaching. This is what he is quoted as saying, definitely at some point, if I decide to walk away from the game, finally, I would love to get back in the coaching department. So I already started put things in place for when it's time. Okay, that sounds good. So the same coaching badge that I was speaking about are the same sort of qualifications that you need. It would appear as if Bravo would have started certain things. Right, he says, definitely you will see me around. Like I said, cricket has given me everything. Cricket has given me the life I always wanted for myself and my family. End quote. They say Bravo said during a virtual post-match press conference. Went on to say, so I think it's only fair that I love to give back to the game that has given me so much. Again, I keep encouraging myself because of talent I see coming through in West Indies and whatever team I play for around the world. So definitely you will see me involved. Article went on and it says Bravo might have retired from international cricket, but he confirmed that he will continue to play franchise cricket for the time being. And as we know, he's still involved in franchise cricket. They say Bravo is quoted as saying, yeah, I will continue to play franchise cricket for a few more years as long as my body will allow me to. My aim was to retire a few years ago, but with a change of presidency and change of leadership comes a change of heart. I wanted to give back to West Indies because I was still in a good place physically and enjoy my cricket, end quote. So there we have it, my viewers and subscribers. So the question again, and I keep reminding you that this was said all the way back when we were kicked out of the World Cup. And I keep reminding you again of the question, my peeps. Should CWI look to invest in one of these youngsters, quote unquote youngsters, that would have just retired from the game, that have the new way of thinking as it relates to playing the game? Similarly to what we see, as I would have said earlier, similarly to what we see England doing with Brendan McCullum. Or do we continue with Coach Phil Simmons? If we don't continue with Coach Phil Simmons, do we look for another seasoned coach to put into the role? These are some questions that I believe quite a few of my subscribers would want to answer. Because on almost every given day, I see people in the comment section saying Coach Phil Simmons out, Coach Phil Simmons out. Now, with a coach, if you are going to kick out a coach, then I am thinking in the back of your mind, more than likely you have somebody that you want to replace them. When it comes on to football, say for example, Premier League, any football, any professional league, when you hear the fans start kicking up rumpus and start saying that coaches need to get, our managers need to go, in the back of their mind, they have somebody that they want to get the job. Whether this person is a good fit or whether this person is just, that person's name is just being called because, they like the person. You usually hear somebody's name being called or mentioned. So as I said, my peeps, this is the question to you guys. Do we continue with Coach Phil Simmons going into the World Cup? Is it a case where we do not want to shift or rock the boat going into the World Cup in Australia, and I think in October? Do we say, all right, let us give him this World Cup with his players, and then we say, all right, based on how that go, we can decide whether he's stay or not. I don't know. Another thing that we have to remember is the contract that they would have given to him. CWI don't necessarily want to fire somebody and then pay them off. You understand? Because if you sign a 4-year or whatever year contract and they fire them before the contract, I am thinking that they would have to pay them off. And then whoever is coming in, they are going to have to pay that person also. So these are things that we need to look into when we ask for the coach to be kicked out, my peeps. So as per usual, the comment section is open. You can go right ahead and let me know what you think about it. All right, my peeps. Bless.